Hey, true believers. Diving back into the prelude of the Judas contract, this is Tales of the Titans, issue 41. This was the first issue where it actually started to be called Tales of the Teen Titans instead of the Teen Titans or the New Teen Titans or whatever it was. So the title changed, which was kind of interesting, right in the middle of an arc, and I don't really know why Perez and Wolfman decided on that, or if that was a editorial choice. Whatever. Anyway, we've gone over the first few issues. This is Marv Wolfman and George Perez, co-creators and editors, and Perez doing the pencils. This is Romero Tinghal doing the finished art, John Costanza doing the lettering, and Adriana Roy was the colorist. And the print date on this was April 1984. What I really enjoyed about the Teen Titans, and well, more specifically when Wolfman and Perez took over, is the original one was kind of that very Silver Age, brave and the bold style, or gee golly, Willikers Batman. God, I do not miss that era. Like, I know the books are collectible, but man, I read some of those Silver Age ones and I'm just like, I ain't paying $500 for this. I mean, yeah, the nostalgia, sure, but lots of thinkers. Anyway, I like that they took these characters, made them real, like Claremont, again, making you care about the characters. And even though they have these amazing abilities that could do a lot of good in the world or a lot of damage, they're still green, trying to go up against Brother Blood. I mean, even at this point, Dick Grayson stepped down from the Robin mantle and said, I'm still going to be part of the team, but I don't know who I am yet. So he's kind of trying to rediscover. So he's working in the backgrounds of the Titans, sort of pushing Donna Troy up as the leader. He goes to, what the hell is the name of this island? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's the Church of Blood, but I don't remember. Zandia, that's the name of the place. Brother Blood's kind of trying to come off as an altruist. Sure, that word. Anyway, trying to say he's taking all these teens in and giving them something to believe in, and he wants to spread his word out to the masses. So very much that cultish religious zealot. But the way he does it, I'm not saying it's right. Don't quote me on that. But he's smart, because while he's in Zandia, I'll eventually get it right. He's juxtaposing himself against the dictator of this island. He's very much like a communist regime where information is withheld and falsified information is given out. The people are under their thumb where they can't own anything. They're slaves to the government, etc. So forth. And Brother Bud's like, look at me in Zandia. I am the one that's keeping your farm safe. And so people are seeing him in that light. Well, the Teen Titans know what the Church of Blood is about. But when they go before, in the last couple of previous issues, they try to go above, I think it was like the UN or something like that, and they fumble. As much as they try, they're like, he's evil. But because the way Brother Blood has shown himself in a media light, any of this sounding familiar? Anyway, people are like, well, there's not enough to charge him on. So the Teen Titans go to Zandia. Dick goes ahead of them, pretending to be a tourist with a media group to try to show what Zandia is really like. Brother Blood's like, come, I'll open my doors to the church and y'all can see what I'm about. But Dick Grayson gets mind controlled and becomes part of the Church of Blood, while the Titans at the last issue try to go against Brother Blood and end up captured. And he's saying, here, I'm going to drop you in and your powers will become part of mine. Because whenever he dips in blood, he gets the abilities or vitality of his victims. Brother Blood watches with anticipation. He knows what must come next. As the seconds grind by slowly, and the Titans are lowered into this pool of blood. What has gone wrong? And then Raven tries to use her soul self to fight against him. She goes, an empath. You believe you can save them? A wasted attempt, girl. After all, mine is the power to resist yours. We shall see about that blood. And all his disciples watching. Have you forgotten our last meeting, girl? I forget nothing. but I am stronger now, and I no longer shirk the use of my powers. I relish them. But even though Raven was the one that put the Titans together, and she is powerful, Blood breaks her soul self, which again strengthens him in the eyes of his disciples. But it gives Terra a moment to give the Titans a chance to try and escape. But what I like is here, even though this artwork's gorgeous, and as I said, we know that the Titans are powerful, listen to what Blood says. And this is why, again, he's a little bit older, just like, what's that dude's name in the Superman books that transcends time? A very debonair guy. I can never remember his name. But anyway, that's kind of how Blood is. He's eons old. They attack without plan. No wonder they have always been proven so easy to defeat. Still, clear victory is not all I wish this day. So even though he could have easily killed them, he's letting his hubris get in his way. So you can see how even the most skilled tacticians, if they let their ego get to them, can be their downfall, which is kind of a foreshadowing. But then we get the ones that have the righteous hearts and want to do the right thing, but they don't have the experience of the Justice League, Flash, Lantern, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, because they've been doing it longer. And so they're trying, and there's even a point when they break out, and Donna says, we need to stop, work out a plan, and not just jump into action. Now, while all this is happening, if you guys have been reading Teen Titans or been following the reviews, we notice that Terra's kind of been this hot-headed wench. And anytime the Titans open their hearts to her, she doesn't really know what to do with that emotion. And that sort of happens here, where she's being choked to death by this tentacle thing, and Cyborg is able to save her. And she goes, you saved me. You saved me. And Vic goes, you would have done the same, kid. And there's a beat, and she goes, maybe I would have. Yeah, maybe I would have. And you're thinking, what the hell, Tara? But that all leads up to the next arc in great storytelling fashion. And look at the way that so opposite of what we saw with Wolverine 44, where the monster was kind of left more to interpretation of the mind, and we got these great splash pages of Wolverine ripping and tearing. In this, the series of events, I just love how it's just boom, 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 boom. And the work of the facial expressions, the eyes, because they're saying we have to be careful because we don't want to injure Dick. And again, Brother Blood tries to say that your empathy for your friend is going to be your undoing. And while that's happening, as I was talking about with Zandia and these tourists coming in to see the dictatorship of the government against Brother Blood, we see that the government basically says, Senator Charles, Congressman Jones, and Hitchcock, this tour is over now. By whose authority? President Marco's authority. We were taken into forbidden areas. Marco doesn't want the truth to be known. Shut up, Wilt. You and that Brother Blood are not in charge here. So again, see how he goes, are you mad? Why'd you hit him? He's a sworn enemy of President Marco. Mister, when we're done here, the world will know the truth about your President Marco. No, friends, I fully doubt that you will ever leave Zandia again. So that's basically how Brother Blood polishes his own turd to look good in the media. Now we get into a full-scale battle where Brother Blood says, I'm not done with you yet. And the Titans have to think harder than they're normally used to, and how they have to work together instead of acting, reacting. They have to think this through of how can they take out these machines against Brother Blood without hurting Dick, without killing people. And even Corey at one point, or it's either her or Donna says, unfortunately, that's not how we work because we are heroes. And again, still not being super green in the superhero film, it cost them. I mean, even Vic, the strongest of them, is brought asunder, captured again. But thankfully, from the power of Dick Grayson and what he has been trained by Bruce Wayne and Batman, he's able to break this spell. And there's a way that, he's released from the grip, and the way that Brother Blood becomes more powerful. So I don't want to give the whole book away. That's why I kind of wanted to broad stroke it, because this was a fun read, seeing how as much as the Titans try, they are not on the level that they need to be at the Justice League. And that's okay. It shows through their trials how they become stronger and wiser. And it shows why Dick Grayson is the leader of the Titans, whether he's Robin or not. So if you all have enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or wherever it is you like to get your action figures and comics. And if you've enjoyed this review, we really would appreciate if you take a moment to hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that fancy little Titan bell next to subscribe, that way we can continue to upload content, you guys get notified. Come to the channel, and we love talking with you all and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments below, or social media pages, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description. So with all that said, I hope you all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, true believers.